Junior Wesley Carnes, senior Colin Farley, and senior Frankie Ortega. So starting, the opening tip is brought to you by Buildings by Design. When it comes to experience, Buildings by Design is the best in the business. Quality, commitment, and experience makes Buildings by Design the only choice when it comes to your next project. So Colin Farley to jump for your Mustangs, and he wins that toss, or tip actually, but the ball is going to be taken away and into the hands of the Thompson Valley Eagles. On this near side to Melendez, layup up in is going to be in and out, but put back over on the far side now, and that is going to be Youngblood for the three. Tristan Youngblood puts the Eagles up early here, 3-0. Mustangs now try to get their offense going here on the near side to Fajardo. In the lane to Colin Farley. Little layup is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded out of bounds off of Thompson Valley. So Fort Morgan will inbounds left baseline of their basket. Wesley Carnes gets it in, and it's going to be kept alive by the Mustangs. Fernando out front. Ball tipped away, goes back out and gets it. Now the ball is going to be tipped away from behind and out of bounds, so the Mustangs will retain possession. Not quite a minute gone here in this first period. 3-0 Thompson Valley. Now an offensive foul, and that will be on Farley. So turnover Mustangs. Thompson Valley works to get that ball down court, and they do get across the timeline. Man-to-man defense here by this Fort Morgan Mustang team here tonight. Underneath is Parmalu. Going to hand it off out front, and that is going to be shot up and missed. Rebounded by Frankie Ortega. As the Mustangs get it up into the front court, get this offense clicking here, see if they can do something against this much taller team in the Eagles. Farley out to Fajardo. Fajardo, right-handed dribble, keeps it alive up to the point. Going to go for the three. Up and good for Braden Fajardo. Ties it up at 3. Quickly down court, out onto the side is Melendez. Underneath, though, is going to be the putback by Mark Pomelu. Mustangs into the front court. Good man-to-man defense here by the Eagles. To Fajardo over in the corner, and that 2 is going to be up and no good. It's going to be rebounded by Youngblood. They get the ball down court to Kennison. Kennison's layup is up and no good, and fought for underneath there by the Mustangs, and going to be finally taken away by Melendez, and then he was fouled. That's going to be 2 on Farley. But that will send Melendez to the line to shoot 2. 5-3 Eagles. 5:41 left here in this first period of play. And that free throw is off the side of the rim and no good. So Levi McCoy comes in for Farley. 2 quick fouls here on Farley, so he'll have a seat for a while. So Melendez spins the ball, shoots in and stays in. Looked like it was going to come back out. So 6-3 as the Mustangs face a man-to-man now, a trap defense out at the half-court line and out of, or not out of bounds, but the foul is going to be on 25. That'll be Mark Pomelu. That will be his first, team first. So the Mustangs, the inbounds, get it into Carnes. Over on the far side now to Marquez. Marquez over on the near side now to Fajardo. Fajardo picks up his dribble. Cross court now to Marquez. Marquez, a couple of ball fakes, drives it into the lane. Little jumper is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Parmalu. Down court into the hands of Melendez. Now over on the far side to Kennison. Melendez now being guarded by Carnes out top now to Youngblood as they work this outer perimeter. Look to try to get something underneath to the taller players, I'm sure. Going to kick it out to Melendez, and that shot is going to be up and good by Antonio Melendez. So 8-3 here for the Thompson Valley Eagles as the Mustangs work this offense. 4:30 to go here, first period. 8-3. Fajardo on the far side. Hands it off to Carnes. Carnes head fakes, going to kick it back out to Fajardo with 3 in the corner, and that is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Youngblood. Going to be a steal on the other side, but couldn't be controlled by Frankie. So into the game now will be Kellen Schultz. He'll come in for Mark Parmalu. So they will inbound into the front court, into the hands of Melendez. Cutting, nice cut there by Tristan Youngblood. 10-3. 7-0 run here for the Eagles. It was tied at 3. Knocked out on the other side. Mustangs will retain possession. Levi McCoy to inbounds. Oh, they're going to have Fajardo inbounds for the Mustangs. And they get it into Carnes. 3:52 to go here, first period. Back to Fajardo on that high right wing. Now to Frankie. Now to Marquez. Out straight away. He's going to drive the lane. Layup is going to be up. Oh, and in and out. And then the Mustangs had a turnover there for a minute, then ended up kicking it out of bounds, but the Eagles will retain possession on the far side. They're good inbounds just in front of the half-court line. Now Antonio Melendez, that 3 is going to be up and good from the corner from Brady Kennison. 10-point lead now here. It's a 10-0 run for the Eagles. Carnes to Ortega. Ortega in the corner, back out to Carnes out at the high right point. Picks up his dribble, gives it off to Fajardo. Fajardo loses it, and it's going to be off of Fajardo and out of bounds. He thought it was punched out by the Eagles. David Adamson into the game for the Eagles. Up 13-3 with 3 minutes to go here in this first period of play. On the near side to Melendez. Now underneath into the, they're going to call it travel on Kellen Schultz. And that is our first turnover. Full court pressure here by the Eagles to get it into the inbounds, get it back to Fajardo as he brings it up court, gets it almost into front court, and does. Now off to Wesley Carnes. Carnes picks it up, gives it to Marquez. Marquez out at the high point, is going to drive it in, stop at the free throw line, tries to get it underneath, and a turnover, not a good pass underneath. Now into the lane is going to be Kennison. His layup is going to be up and no good, but they're going to call him for the offensive foul. So Brady Kennison with his first, team second. Miles Lopez into the game now for Frank Ortega. As they will inbounds far into the court. Still is full court pressure by the Eagles. Wesley Carnes quickly up into the front court. Levi McCoy with a head fake. Ball is going to be tipped away and taken by the Eagles. Down court, Melendez up and good on the layup. Elijah Melendez. Mustangs quickly up into the front court. Ball tipped away. Another turnover here by the Mustangs. Ball's tipped away from the back. Layup is going to be up and good by Brady Kennison. So a timeout is going to be taken by TJ Schneider as The Mustangs are down 17-3 with 1:55 to go here. Like a good neighbor, Greg Mullen and his team are there to make the insurance world easy for you. State Farm Insurance. Call them today, 842-4555. So a 14-point swing here for the Eagles as they're up 17-3. Equitable Savings and Loan. Mobile banking on the go makes banking easier for you when you're on the go. Check it out today. We're being surrounded up here by a bunch of little girls. They're going to have a mini cheer camp, and they're going to have some cheers and a little dance, I believe, at halftime of this game, so it'll be fun to watch that. So far for the Mustangs, it has been Braden Fajardo with the one basket, and that was a 3. Thompson Valley is averaging, and they're scoring 63.4 points a game. Fort Morgan scoring at 56.6. So the Mustangs will inbounds far end with Fajardo. They get it to Carnes over in their corner. He's going to bring it up that far left side. Gets it up into the front court. Carnes is going to kick it out to Fernando as he cuts down. Now Miles Lopez for the 3, and that is up and no good. Rebounded by Levi McCoy. McCoy up with the ball, but he is fouled. And the foul is going to be on Brady. There's going to be on Kellen Schultz, his first. So Levi McCoy to go to the line to shoot 2. That first one is up and good for Levi. The Mustangs finally get off that 3-point mark. Levi with shot number 2 off the side of the rim and no good. Into the hands of Parmalu, who has come back in. Kellen Schultz down court. Down to the hands of Windish, Trevor Windish, being guarded out front. On the cut to Adamson. Adamson into the lane, up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Wesley Carnes, his first rebound of the night. 17-4 with just over a minute to go here in this first period. Fernando Marquez over to Levi McCoy. Wesley Carnes back to Fernando over on the far side to Levi. Back to Marquez out at the point. A lot of body, and they're going to get that foul called, and that will be on Trevor Windish. That will be his first, team 4th. So the Mustangs will inbounds just left of the Thompson Valley bench. Fajardo to inbounds. They do get it into Carnes. Over to Marquez on the far side. Under a minute to go here, first period. Marquez keeps that dribble alive. He's going to drive into the lane. Little jumper is going to be up and good. Fernando Marquez with his first bucket of the night. 17-6. Ball down court quickly. Nice pass to Mark Parmalu. 19-6. Fajardo into the front court being guarded by Schultz. Fernando's going to stop and pop for the 3. Up and good. Fernando Marquez with the triple. 5 quick points for Marquez. Windish now over on the far side to Schultz, being guarded by Carnes. Now going to be taken away by the Mustangs. A bad pass. Now Fernando on the far left side. Head fake's going to drive it all the way down, and they're going to call a foul on the shot. And that will be on Parmalu. That will be his second. And that will send Fernando Marquez to the line to shoot 2. So 5 quick points for Marquez. Free throw is up and good. Back into the game is Elijah Mendez. That will be Mark Parmalu. With 4.7 seconds left here in this first period. Next free throw is up and good for Fernando. So quickly down court is Schultz. That shot is up and almost went in. It would have counted, but at the end of one, the Eagles lead it 19-11 on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Brian Nickel back here at Fort Morgan High School as the Mustangs find themselves down by 8, 19-11. as we start this second quarter of play. Get it into the hands of Wesley Carnes out at the point. Going to drive it in now to Miles Lopez. That ball is going to be blocked and taken away by Melendez. Mustangs, Antonio Melendez, his layup is up and no good, but they're going to call it over the back. Nice call there on Elijah Mendez. That will be his first. Nice positioning under there by Lopez. So the Mustangs now into the hands of Carnes. Right-handed dribble up into the front court now to Frank Ortega. Now to Marquez. Marquez has had the hot hand. He's going to drive it in. Nice layup up and under, but nothing called. And rebound to Melendez. Turnover in the far corner. Not a good pass there by the Eagles. Miles Lopez to Marquez for the three from the corner. Up and good. Fernando Marquez has the hot hand. Now down court to Adamson, and he's going to be called for the travel. So 6 turnovers here by the Eagles. 19-14. The Mustangs have cut this to a 5-point game. We're down 10. Into the hands of Carnes. Being guarded by Kinnison. Carnes up into the front court. He's going to drive it all the way down to the lane. Now to Marquez, but he's going to be called for the travel. Did a hesitation over there, but did carry the ball. Now into the hands of Kinnison as he walks it up the court. And they set up their offense over on the far side to Adamson. On the cut to Melendez, and he is going to be fouled on the shot. I believe that's going to be on Wesley Carnes. So it'll be Carnes with his first. Send Melendez to the line to shoot 2. He is 1 of 2 from the line already. He does have 3 points on the night. Takes a couple of dribbles. Spins the ball. Shot is up and good for Elijah Melendez. As he waits to get the ball back from the ref, and he does. 20-14, 6:47 to go first half. Next shot is up and good for Elijah Melendez, excuse me. Mustangs into the front court, into the hands of Fajardo. Going to drive it in underneath now to Miles Lopez. Beautiful assist there by Fajardo to Lopez. Still that 5-point lead. Shot from the corner is going to be short. They're going to have a foul. They're going to call that one on Tristan Youngblood on the hold. So that will be his first. So the Mustangs will shoot a 1-and-1. 17 fouls on the Eagles. I have 3 on the Mustangs. So that will send Fajardo to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. So Braden with a triple in that first period. He's going to get a chance here to add to his points. That was up and good. (21-17). Morgan has cut into this lead. That's off the front of the rim and falls in. Got the roll for Fajardo. Now into the lane over on the far side, and that's going to be up and good. They're going to have to get a hand in the face of Taven Adamson. That is his first bucket of the night. Fajardo to Frankie. Frankie with the layup, up and good. Frank Ortega. Nice assist there by the Mustangs. Eagles now work that ball. Going to be almost stolen, but taken back by the Eagles. That is going to be taken away underneath by Fernando. Now, could have had a reach call, but nothing called there. 24-20. Shot is up and good for Miles Lopez. 4 points in the quarter for Lopez. Over on the far side is Kinnison. Now up top to Melendez. Melendez on the near side to Elijah Melendez. Over on the far side, once again, is Antonio Melendez. Up top is Youngblood. Man-to-man defense here. Pass into the middle is going to be to Kennison. His little shot is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Fernando. Mustangs slow it down here. Down 2, 24-22 with 5 minutes to go here in this first half. Fajardo to Marquez out on the high right wing. Marquez is going to stop and pop, and he is off the mark on that one. Rebounded by Elijah Melendez into the hands of Kennison on the near side. Now Youngblood up, straight up. He's going to spin all the way into the lane. Up and good is Tristan Youngblood. A 30-second timeout will be taken by the Thompson Valley Eagles. Youngblood is a 6'4" junior. I believe the Thompson Valley Eagles have they have 4 kids that are at least 6'4". Taven Adamson comes in at 6'3", so they do have the height advantage, that's for sure, inside on the Mustangs. Equitable Savings and Loan, mobile banking on the go makes banking easier for you when you're on the go. Check it out today. 26-22. Eagles with 4:35 to go here in this first half of play. It was 19-11 at the end of 1 with Thompson Valley in the lead. So it was a 2-point game a minute ago, 24-22, and then Youngblood with the ball. Excuse me, Aiden Garver into the game for the Mustangs. Levi McCoy has come out. Ball up quickly in the front court, going to get it to Wesley Carnes. Now a foul is going to be called, and that will be on Tristan Youngblood. That will be his second, as he had the push on Wesley Carnes. So into the game now will be Kellen Schultz. Going to the line first will be Wesley Carnes. He will shoot the 1-and-1. He must have got poked up near the eye someplace. Keeps rubbing his face. That first free throw is up and good. So he does earn a second. That's his first point of the night. Rodrigo Alvarez into the game for Fernando Marquez at 4:28 in this first half of play, 26-23. Next free throw is in and out, going to be rebounded by Adamson. Kennison gets the ball up into the front court, hands it off now to over on the far side, and that is going to be Elijah Melendez, and he misses the shot, but he was fouled on the shot, and that will go against Rodrigo Alvarez. That will be his first. So to the line will be Elijah Melendez. He will shoot 2. Hit 2 earlier in this period. Takes a couple dribbles, spins the ball. Shot is up and good. Now into the game will be Mark Pomerleau. He is in for Adamson. As Elijah Melendez spins the ball. Shot is up and good for Melendez. 5-point lead as the Mustangs face that full court pressure. Once again, Wesley Carnes gets the ball up court to Garver, but the ball is going to be tipped away. 8 turnovers. Layup is going to be up and good by Antonio Melendez. 4 points on the night for Melendez. So Mustangs have got to take care of the ball better than that. 30-23. With 3:50 to go here. Frankie with a drive, and then he was fouled on the drive. He was fouled on the shot, so Frankie will go to the line to shoot 2. I believe that was on Brady Kinnison. That will be his second. So Frank Ortega to go to the line to shoot 2. 2 points on the night so far from Frankie. First shot is up and nothing but net. Into the game is Trevor Windish. Taven Adamson comes out. Next free throw is up and good for Frankie. Melendez up into the front court. He hands it off to Elijah Melendez. Now Windish picks it up. He gives it to Parmerloop. Now out on the high left wing to Schultz. And they're going to call an offensive foul on the Eagles. And that is going to be on Parmerloop, and that will be his third. So the Mustangs. Alvarez with the ball, gets it up to Garver. Garver back to Alvarez out at the point. Now to Fernando, who is back in. Three is up and no good by Fajardo. Gets the ball back, and that is going to be off the rim and no good. Going to be rebound. Does finally go in. He got the bounce on that one, did Fajardo. Into the corner now, and that two is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Braden. Fajardo slows it down here a little bit. 30-28, 2-point deficit here by the Mustangs. Now they get it to Alvarez out at the high left point. Now to Marquez out straight on. He's going to drive it all the way down. And layup is up and no good. And it's going to be off of the Mustangs. And out of bounds. Off of Fajardo. So 2:39 to go here, first period. 30-28. Good game here going between the Eagles and the Mustangs. Thompson Valley 8-5 overall, 2-1 in league. On the near side is Melendez. Now they get it into the hands of Adamson, who has come back in. Looks to cut to the corner, and it is going to be taken away by Alvarez. Nice job as Frankie hustles it up into the front court. Slips, gets it off to Alvarez. Now to Garver. Garver into the lane. Going to get it to Frankie. He drives that lane. Shot is going to be up and good. Nice job there by Frank Ortega. He ties it up here at 30 with 2 minutes left here in this first half. So they've taken away that 10-point lead. Tied it up here. Over on the far side to Adamson. Now to Melendez in the corner. He's going to drive that baseline. His shot is going to be up and no good, but he is going to be fouled by Fernando, I believe, is who that's going to go on. So Fernando Marquez with his first. That will send Antonio Melendez to the line to shoot two. His first trip to the free throw line, and that is up and good. As TJ Schneider has a little talk with Fernando between shots here, and that free throw is in and out. Going to be rebounded by Fajardo. So Alvarez brings the ball up into the front court, guarded by Windish. Over on the far side now to Fernando, or to Fajardo, excuse me, drives that baseline, goes up with a little jumper, up and good. Little floater is up and good by Braden Fajardo. As that puts the Mustangs into the lead now, 32-31. With 1:15 to go here in this first period, the first half, excuse me. Now into the far side is Melendez. That three by Windish is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Schultz. Schultz up and good on the putback. So Eagles in front now, 33-32. Fajardo's going to drive it all the way into the lane. His layup is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded, and it's going to be finally taken by Garver. Garver to Fajardo into the corner. That three is up and no good. Rebounded by Melendez. Now on the drive, and that shot is going to be up and good, and they're going to call the blocking foul on Rodrigo Alvarez. So that will be his second. And that basket was good by Adamson, and he'll go to the line now to shoot one. So Miles Lopez into the game for the Mustangs. Free throw is up and in and out. Rebounded by Garver. Nice strong rebound there by Aiden Garver. Mustangs down 3, 35-32 with 25 seconds to go here first period, first half. Layup is going to be up and no good. Rebounded by Elijah Melendez. Mustangs could have pulled it out and tried to go for the last shot. We'll see if the Eagles do with 10 seconds to go into the hands of Schultz. Now on the far side to Melendez. Layup is up and no good. They're going to call an offensive foul. Nice job down there by Frankie to take the charge. And that foul will go on. That is going to go on. I thought they said 15. See who that foul was on. They didn't put it up on the board. Didn't see who that was. Mustangs with possession here with 2 seconds. Frankie needs to shoot it if it's any good, but it just slips out of his hand. He thought he was fouled. So at the end of the first half, the Mustangs are down 3, 35-32 on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Brian Nickelback here at Fort Morgan High School as halftime festivities come to an end. Had some great entertainment by the mini cheer camp that the high school cheerleaders put on, which is a great time for all the girls here in Morgan County that get a chance to participate, and always fun to watch. So Mustangs are down 3. Mustangs will be on the road on Tuesday, and that they will be at Berthoud, 5:30 and 7 o'clock tips. 5:30 for the girls, 7 o'clock for the boys. The girls went to Thompson Valley today and got beat 57-16. So not a good day for the Lady Mustangs, but Thompson Valley was ranked number 6 in the state. So going up against some pretty stiff competition are the Lady Mustangs. So Thompson Valley will take possession here to start off this second period, up 3. Or the second half, excuse me. Driving all the way, and the shot is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Fernando Marquez into the hands of Fajardo. Out on the left wing, left high point really. Now far side, but not a good pass. But the Mustangs do retain possession. It was knocked away momentarily underneath to Wesley Carnes. Carnes' shot is up and no good. Going to be tipped and saved in the corner. And we'll give that rebound to Antonio Melendez. Now they throw it away underneath the basket. Wesley Carnes gets it off. He's going to get it back. He's going to drive it all the way down. His layup up and good. Wesley Carnes drives it to the bucket. His first 2-pointer of the night. Cuts it to a 1-point lead, 35-34. Now on the near side is Elijah Melendez. Gets it on the other side to Antonio Melendez. Now the 3 is up, and that is off the rim and no good by Parmalu. Going to be rebounded by Parmalu, and he is going to be fouled. And that's going to call Colin Farley. That will be his 3rd right away. So Colin not having a good night with the fouls. So that will send Parmalu to the line to shoot 2. 4 points on the night for Mark Parmalu, a senior. Free throw is up and good. Aiden Garver will come in for Farley. Going up against these taller Eagles. Parmalu is a 6'4" junior, or senior, excuse me. Second free throw also good. Wesley Carnes into the front court. Nice screen over there by Fernando. Now to Garver into the lane. Going to kick it out to Fajardo on the left high point. Mustangs down 3. The layup is up and no good. It's going to be rebounded by Parmalu. Into the corner. Now it's going to be the drive by Youngblood. Up and good is Tristan Youngblood. 9 points on the night for Youngblood. He averages just over 11 points a game. Fajardo now to Frankie. Frankie for the 3. Up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Antonio Melendez. And then that ball is going to be thrown away by the Eagles. So the Mustangs to inbounds midcourt. Get it into Carnes. 39-34, 6:10 to go here. In this third period, Carnes is going to stop, jump back. They're calling for the travel. Looks like it was just a step back, but they're going to call him for the travel, so that'll be a turnover. 9 on the night so far for the Mustangs, 10 for the Eagles. As they bring the ball up court with Antonio Melendez. Melendez is going to drive it all the way down. He's going to kick it out now to Youngblood in the corner. Now into the lane to Parmalu, and that shot is up and good by Mark Pomerleau, and he was fouled on the shot. And that is going to go against Aiden Garver. That will be his team first here in this, team second, excuse me. So Pomerleau to go to the line once again to shoot. He is 2 of 2 so far. Just was. That free throw rolls around and goes in. 9 points on the night for Pomerleau. 42-34, up to an 8-point lead now here for the Eagles. That shot is going to be up and good by Wesley Carnes. 42-36. On the near side now is Elijah Melendez all the way in. He's going to kick the Pomerleau in the corner. Up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Carnes. And then it's going to be kept. They're going to call over him back because Carnes was in the front court. And then Fernando was coming from the back court and took the ball, then landed in the front court. Kind of a scramble going on out there at the mid-court, but nothing was called. So Elijah Melendez into Antonio Melendez as he's being guarded by Carnes. He's going to drive it down the lane, kick it off to Pomerleau. Pomerleau is going to drive it. His little left-handed shot is going to be up and good. We're going to have to find out an answer for Pomerleau. He's taken over this third period. Fajardo, picks up his dribble. Now to Carnes out on the left high wing. Carnes with the drive, up and under is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Mark Pomerleau, his 6th of the night. Into the hands of Melendez, being guarded by Carnes. Now into the hands of Youngblood, and a jump is going to be called. Nice job there by Fernando Marquez to tie it up, and that will be possession to the Mustangs. Now it looks like Thompson Valley is going to come out with some full court pressure, up 8, 44-36 with 4:44 to go here in this third period. Aiden Garver to Fernando. Fernando's going to drive it all the way down. His layup is going to be up and good. Looking for the foul, but nothing called. Now into the hands of Elijah Melendez. Up top to Youngblood over on the far side to Melendez. Now the three is going to be up by Youngblood and no good. Rebounded by Garver, his 3rd of the night. Wesley Carnes is going to drive it all the way down. His shot is going to be up and no good. Contested there. Couldn't quite get the shot to roll. Now the layup from end to end. And that is going to be Brady Kinnison with the bucket. And the foul is going to be on the Mustangs. And that will be Garver's 2nd. So to the line will be Brady Kinnison. As Levi McCoy set to come in, he will come in for Garver. 46-38, 4:04 to go, third period. Brady Kinnison, free throw is up and good. Full court pressure once again, but Wesley Carnes up into the front court quickly. He's going to drive it all the way down and out of control. Turnover Mustangs. All the way down, the layup is going to be up and good for Tristan Youngblood. 4 points on the night, and I'm not sure, they're looking for the foul, I guess. I'm not sure what they're complaining about here, but the Thompson Valley took the timeout. They're up by 11 now, 49-38 with 3:51 go here. As this was a 3-point game, now it's up to 11. The Thompson Valley Eagles outscoring the Mustangs by 8 here in this third period. We will see what happens here after this timeout. High Plains Bank, your friendly local community bank serving Wiggins and all surrounding areas. Find out more at highplainsbank.com. Mustangs with Fajardo and Carnes, Marquez, Frankie, and Levi McCoy as they get the ball in to Fernando. Now to Fajardo as he's going to get it up into the front court to Carnes. He's going to kick it off to Frankie. Frankie's going to drive it in now to Carnes for the 3. Up and good. Wesley Carnes. with the triple, cuts it to 8. Over on the far side is Schultz now underneath, and layup is going to be up and no good, and a tie-up after the shot, and that will be possession to the Eagles as they will now inbounds baseline, right baseline of their basket. Lob in, and that shot is going to be up and no good, going to be rebounded by Carnes. Long pass down and not a good pass at all by Carnes as Levi McCoy comes down out of bounds with the basketball. So turnover by the Mustangs, 12 so far on the night for them, 11 against the Thompson Valley Eagles, 49-41. Over on the far side to Kellen Schultz, now to Kinnison, or to Antonio Melendez, excuse me. Now on the near side to Kinnison, up top to Youngblood. He's going to drive it in. Now the shot is going to be up and no good by Schultz. Rebounded by Carnes, and he was fouled. So 4 rebounds on the night for Wesley Carnes. And that foul will go against Youngblood. That will be his 3rd. Trevor Windish into the game. Miles Lopez into the game for the Mustangs. As Levi McCoy takes a seat. Mustangs work this offense here down 8, 49-41. Kick it off to Miles Lopez in the corner. Into the lane is Fajardo. His shot is up and no good, but he was bodied up, and the foul is going to be called. And that is going to go against, I believe that was Kellen Schultz. It'll be his 2nd. Send Fajardo to the line to shoot 2. 10 points on the night for Braden. And it stays at 10. He missed that first free throw. It rimmed out. 2:38 to go, 3rd period. 49-41 Eagles. Second shot off the front of the rim, but does roll in. 11 points on the night. Now for Fajardo. Shot is going to be up and good, and fouled is Kellen Schultz. And that foul is going to go on Frankie Ortega. That is just his 1st. But Kellen Schultz with the bucket. Go to the line to shoot 1. 9-point advantage, Thompson Valley. Still stays at 9. Wesley Carnes with his 5th rebound of the night. Kicks it off to Miles Lopez for the 3. Up and no good, but it's off the hands of Taven Adamson and out of bounds. So the Mustangs will retain possession. They will trigger it in right baseline of their basket. As they get it in to Fernando. Fernando now to Wesley Carnes. A little jumper from the baseline is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Adamson. And then a foul called in the backcourt, and that will be on Carnes. That will be his 2nd. Colin Farley back into the game. And Braden Fajardo will take a seat with 2:13 left here, 3rd period, 51-42 Eagles. Eagles bring the ball up with Brady Kinnison. Kinnison being guarded by Alvarez, who is now into the game for the Mustangs. Into the corner, Windish, that 3 is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Colin Farley. Rodrigo Alvarez on the far side hands it off to Fernando. Fernando backs it out, being guarded over there, by Kellen Schultz. Oh, they're going to call it off an illegal screen on Farley. That will be Collins' 4th. Just comes into the game and gets another foul called. So he now has 4. The minute 40 to go, 51-42. Schultz on the far side. Now to Kinnison. Kinnison to, they're going to call a foul. Oh, that's it. That was going to call over the back, and that will be on Farley, and that will be his 5th. With a minute 32 left here in this 3rd period, Hayden Garver will come in. So a rough night for Farley here at the ball court tonight. So going to the line will be Pomerleau. 17 fouls. So Pomerleau will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. That is off the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded, though, by Adamson and taken away by Fernando. He's going to drive it down to Garver, and then it's going to be tipped away, but they're going to be called for the foul. And that will go against Kellen Schultz. That should be his third team foul. Trevor Winge comes out. Antonio Melendez back into the game. So the Mustangs to inbounds. They do get it into Garver out at the high point now to Frankie. Being guarded, can't find anybody to give it to. He's going to have to get rid of it. Goes to Fernando. Fernando's going to drive it all the way down. His layup is up and good. Basically a hook shot on the layup. Nice job there by Fernando. 4 points on the quarter. 14 so far for Fernando. Now Kinnison on the drive, and he's going to be called for the travel and turnover to the Mustangs. So now into the game will be Elijah Melendez. Out will come Kellen Schultz. Garver into the front court after he gets it from Fernando. Now back to Fernando. He's going to drive it all the way down. His little layup is up and good. Little floater. Good for Fernando Marquez. 16 points on the night for Marquez. Elijah Melendez. They're going to call a blocking foul. That will be on Rodrigo Alvarez. That will be his third. So that will send Antonio Melendez to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. 51-46 with 37.4 seconds left here in this third period. That free throw is up and good. Pretty shot there by Antonio Melendez. 6 points on the night. He will shoot for free throw and get that for 7 points. Mustangs get the ball into the front court, has a little bit of pressure. Frankie to Fernando. Fernando with the three, up and no good. Going to be rebounded, though, by Melendez. Melendez alley-oop, layup is up and no good. Going to be rebounded, though, by Elijah Melendez. Over into the far corner now, up straight away to Elijah Melendez. That layup is going to be up and good. With 3 seconds left. 55-46, and if it goes, it'll count, but it was short. So at the end of 3, the Mustangs are down 55-46 to the Eagles on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Fourth quarter is here. The Mustangs are down by 9, 55-46. They were outscored 20-14 in that third period, as the Mustangs now have possession to start this fourth period with Wesley Carnes now to Miles Lopez in the left corner, back to Carnes out at the high left wing, to Rodrigo Alvarez out at the high right point, and now to Miles Lopez, left wing. Ball is going to be tipped and taken away. Not a good pass. Layup is going to be up and good by Brady Kinnison. So turnover and then points off of the turnover. Not a good combination here for the Mustangs. They're down now 11, 57-46. Wesley Carnes, a little jumper from the left side, up and good. Wesley Carnes continues the hot shooting here tonight for the Mustangs. Now the shot is up and no good, but a foul is going to be called. And that will, that was on Wesley Carnes, I believe. I thought they said Miles Lopez. Let's see who that goes on. I think it was Lopez that had the foul. To the line will be Brady Kinnison to shoot a 1-and-1, and that free throw is up and good. So he will earn another. That foul was on Lopez. That was his first. That free throw up and good by Brady Kinnison. 59-48. 11-point lead here by the Eagles as we play here with 7 minutes to go in the contest. Pass into the lane, little jumpers up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Melendez. Now over on the far side to Youngblood. Now underneath, that shot is going to be up and good by Elijah Melendez. As they're going inside here against the Mustangs. Now on the far end, it'll be thrown away by the Mustangs, and comes down, shot up and no good by the Eagles, rebounded by Fajardo. Three is going to be up and good for Wesley Carnes, his second triple of the night. Quickly down court, and now a blocking foul on Aiden Garver, as that will be 10 team fouls now. But Aiden Garver with his third. And that will send Mark Pomerleau to the line to shoot 2. He is 3 of 4 so far from the free throw line tonight. Free throws up and good. His first point here in this fourth period. See who's Miles Lopez ready to check in. And Aiden Garver will take a seat with 6:08 left here in this contest from Fort Morgan High School with the Thompson Valley Eagles. Free throw is up and good for Pomerleau, so he will come out, and Taven Adamson will come in. 63-51, 12-point deficit here for the Mustangs to overcome with 6 minutes to go in the fourth period. As they work the bounce pass to Fernando. Fernando with a shot, but his shot is going to be blocked. And now a foul is going to be called as they had contact out at almost mid-court, and that is going to go against Brady Kinnison. That will be his third. So that was a turnover on Thompson Valley, sitting now at 14 apiece on turnovers. Wesley Carnes now out at the point. Under 6 minutes to go to Frankie on the left wing. Bounce pass to Fajardo, now to Fernando. Fernando's going to pick it back up. He gets it back from Lopez. That three is up and good. Fernando Marquez with his third triple of the night. 63-54, cut it to 9. See if they can just stop the inside stuff from Thompson Valley. Now it'll be Antonio Melendez going to drive it all the way down. His shot is going to be up and no good, but they're going to call a foul on Wesley Carnes. That will be his third. So Antonio Melendez to go to the line to shoot 2. As the Mustangs have cut it to 9. Now it's still at 9. That free throw is up and no good. Bank of Colorado is the only bank dedicated to help you make the most of living here. They're not just a bank in Colorado, they're Bank of Colorado. Free throw is up and good. By Melendez. Now a timeout is going to be taken here. So the Mustangs down 10, 64-54 with 5:15 to go. They had cut this lead down and now back up to 10. There's a 9-point advantage at the end of the third quarter. It was 19-11 after 1, 35-32 at halftime, and then 55-46 at the end of 3, all in favor of the Thompson Valley Eagles. As I said earlier, the Mustangs will be on the road at Berthoud on Tuesday, 5:30 and 7 o'clock tip for the boys and the girls. We'll have both those games right here on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. There are only 5 games left in the season, so it's coming up quickly here. They'll have at Berthoud and then home to Mountain View on Friday, and then they'll be home to Northridge on February 2nd. Then they'll be home to the Valley Vikings. That's a non-league game. And then they'll end the season at Roosevelt on the 5th of February. That is a Saturday That'll be, it shows a 1 o'clock tip for the boys at Roosevelt. I think it's an 11:30 tip for the girls. So season winding up quickly here. So Fajardo gets it in to Fernando. Pass up court. Not a good pass by Fernando whatsoever. Kind of a lazy pass, a two-handed pass, but it was almost clear across court up to the mid-court, and just not a good pass on the turnover. 64-54 still is Brady Kinnison being guarded by Lopez. The 5-second call. Nice job there by Miles Lopez. Yes, Kinnison not paying attention where he was on what was going on. For the Mustangs to inbounds, they get it into Frankie in the backcourt over on the far side to Wesley Carnes. Carnes is going to drive it in. He's going to hand it off to Fajardo, and then a foul is going to be called. I think it's going to be on the pass, so they will not shoot. There are only 14 fouls so far. And that foul will go on Brady Kinnison. That will be his 4th. Now into the game will be Trevor Windish. He'll replace Kinnison. With 4:46 to go with a 10-point lead here for the Valley Vikings. They get, or Valley Vikings, the Thompson Valley Eagles. And now an illegal screen is going to be called on Miles Lopez. So Lopez with his 2nd. So Mustangs down 10. We have 4:35 to go here, 4th period. Melendez is going to drive it all the way down and then throw it away on the far side. 16 turnovers on each team. Oh, it's tipped out of bounds. I'm sorry. I thought it was thrown away. That was just, yeah. Okay, now they're going to say it. Now they're going to say it's a turnover. Okay, throw it out of bounds by the Eagles. So the Mustangs will inbounds far side. They get it into Frankie. Now back to Fernando. Fernando's going to stop and pop for the 3. Up and off and no good. Going to be rebounded by Schultz, his 2nd. Now Melendez to Windish. Windish back to Melendez. Melendez is going to drive it all the way down. His layup is up and good, and he is going to be fouled by Wesley Carnes. That will be his 4th. So Antonio Melendez to the line to shoot the and 1. Back into the game will be Mark Pomerleau. Out will come Taven Adamson. Rodrigo Alvarez to come in for the Mustangs, and out will go Wesley Carnes. 4:10 left here. Mustangs down 12, 66-54. Both teams about on their average. And that free throw is going to be up and good by Melendez. Mustangs hustle up into the front court. Fernando picks up his dribble, now gives it off to Alvarez. Alvarez out at the point, keeps that dribble alive. Now off to Fernando at the left high point. He drives it all the way down. Up and good is Fernando Marquez on the layup, and he was fouled. I didn't catch who that foul was on. I'm not putting them up on the board right at the moment, so maybe it's not working, but Fernando to the line to shoot 1 and gets the bucket. Back to a 10-point margin, and the Mustangs will now call a timeout. So 67-57. Just can't cut into that lead. It's got to this 10-point lead. They just can't seem to get over the hump and get it close. Let's see if they come out with some type of a press or something against the Eagles. They seem to be a pretty good ball handling bunch here, so we will see what happens here when they come out of this timeout with 3:55 to go in this 4th period. The rankings in for boys 4A is Pueblo South is at number 1, and they're 12-0. Lewis Palmer is number 2 at 13-1. Meade Mavericks at 9-3 are at 3rd. Montrose is in 4th at 13-0. Pueblo Central is number 5 at 12-1. Holy Family number 6 at 9-3. Green Mountain is 7th at 8-2. Windsor 8. place, ranked. They are 8-4. Centaurus is at 9th. They're 10-3, and then Pueblo County rounds out the top 10. They are 10-2. So the Eagles to inbounds as the clock starts to roll here again with Antonio Melendez into the front court being guarded by Rodrigo Alvarez. He's going to drive it all the way down, up and no good. It's going to be rebounded by Fajardo, have hit for 4. Now full court pressure once again. Ball to Frankie. Frankie kicks it off to Fernando. He's going to kick it out now to Braden. Braden for the 3, up and good, up and no good, excuse me. Going to be rebounded by Melendez, Elijah Melendez. That should be an offensive foul, and it is. That's going to go against Kellen Schultz. That will be his 4th. Nice job there by Rodrigo Alvarez to take the charge. Still down 10. I think Schultz kind of twisted his knee a little bit. I think he's going to come out. Taven Adamson will come in. Wesley Carnes comes back in for Rodrigo Alvarez. So still full court pressure here by the Eagles as Fajardo looks to get the ball in. Does get it into Marquez. Marquez into the front court. 3:19 to go here. Still a 10-point deficit for the Mustangs. And kick it off to Miles Lopez. Now to Fajardo on the right side. Hands it off to Fernando. Fernando with the 3. Up and off the rim and no good. Going to be rebounded by Melendez. Now to Kinnison, now on the near side to Melendez. That layup is going to be up and no good, rebounded by Frankie. Down court to Fernando Marquez for the 3, up and no good. He has gone cold. And rebounded and thrown out by the Eagles. So Pomerleau will come out. Tristan Youngblood back into the game. Ball in quickly, and the foul is going to be called. It looks like Youngblood got hit in the face on the foul. He was the fouler, though. And that will send Fernando Marquez to the line to shoot 2. He was fouled on the shot. That was on Youngblood. That will be his 4th. I think he's hurting his jaws. I don't know what he hit on, but he's holding his chin. It looks like he's bleeding from the mouth, too. It looks like he needs some attention. They got the trainer coming here to take care of him. I don't know what they're going to... Got some blood they got to clean up on the floor there, but hit his mouth, hit his chin, something, but he's not a happy camper. I don't know if he's mad just because of the foul or if because he's hurt, or both. But 2:41 to go here as they clean up some blood here on the floor. He had gone into the lane to... He was the one that fouled Fernando. Showing that his cheek is up into the bone there, up into his jaw is hurting. The first free throw was no good by Marquez. Next free throw in and out. So a chance to cut it in a little bit, and they do not make any headroads. Back out front to Antonio Melendez. He's going to drive it down. Kicks it out to Elijah Melendez. Melendez, ball is going to be tipped and going to be retained, though, by the Eagles. Layup is going to be up and no good from the far side. Going to come down into the hands of Miles Lopez. Now Wesley Carnes to Braden Fajardo. Fajardo, ball is tipped but taken by Marquez. Cross-court pass, but not a good pass on the turnover. Tried to kind of do a sideways pass there, and it was not anywhere close to Frankie. So 2:06 to go. The Mustangs still down 10. Got to get a stop and then get some points here as they get into Brady Kinnison up into the front court, being guarded by Lopez. Kinnison, oh man, is going to be fouled by Lopez. That will be his third. So that will send Brady Kinnison back to the line to shoot 2. He is 3 of 3 so far from the free throw line tonight. Bounces a couple times. Free throw is up and good. "13 points on the night. Now a 30-second timeout will be taken here by Coach TJ Schneider of the Mustangs. As the Mustangs are down now 11, 68-57, as that first free throw is up and good by Brady Kinnison. Stubbs Gas and Oil. Fill up your cooler and gas up your car at Stubbs Gas and Oil. Easy and convenient, which makes them the only stop you need on your way to the big game. So the Mustangs with some work here to do, down 11, 68-57 with a minute 58 to go here in the fourth period. See if they can get a stop here on defense and then get some points on the board. Nathan Gherkin has not made an appearance tonight against this bigger team. I'm not sure what's up with Nathan, but not making an appearance here tonight. And Briggs Wheatley is out for the season with a broken hand. So it is back to the free throw line for Brady Kinnison. That free throw is up and good. So 12-point lead here, 69-57. Fernando back to Wesley Carnes, to Frankie on the high left wing. Now to Fernando, stutter step into the lane, kicks it off to Miles Lopez. Lopez for the two is in and out. Can't make a shot now. Hands it off to Parmalu. He gets the rebound. Now to Melendez. He's going to drive it down. His little jumper is up and good for Antonio Melendez. So the Mustangs not getting it done on defense and cannot make a shot. That three is going to be up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Antonio Melendez. With a minute 15 to go, 71-57. Drive all the way down. That layup is going to be good by Tristan Youngblood. With a minute 7 to go here. 16-point lead now for the Eagles. Underneath to Fernando, and his shot is up and no good. Going to be rebounded by Parmalu. Now Youngblood is going to hand it off over on the far side to Kinnison. Looks like they're just going to back it out now. Under 40 seconds here to go. Going to drive it all the way down, and that shot is not going to count. They're going to call a hand check, and that will be on Miles Lopez, and that will be his fourth. And that will send Brady Kinnison back to the line to shoot 2, where he is perfect so night from the line. 6 so far from the free throw line for Kinnison. 73-74-57. Into the game now will be Kellen Schultz. Pomerleau will come out, as will Antonio Melendez. Into the game is Trevor Windish. Next free throw is up and good. Pretty free throws there by Brady Kinnison. 35 seconds to go here. The Mustangs down 18, 75-57. They're right on their mark as far as average on the season. The Eagles are way up. Big, deep three by Wesley Carnes. Cuts it to 15. Now the drive by Kinnison is up and good by Kinnison. Pass down to Lopez, back to Fajardo, now to Wesley Carnes. Carnes drives it into the lane. His layup is going to be up and no good. And that is how this contest will come to an end, with the Mustangs going down by a score of 77-60. We will take a break and be back with the post-game show here on Morgan County's B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network. Brian Nickelback here at the conclusion of this game here at Fort Morgan High School. The Mustangs post-game show is brought to you by Morgan Community College. MCC is here to make your dreams become a reality for both traditional and non-traditional students. Check them out today at morgancc.edu. The Mustangs fall by a score of 77-60 here tonight. Leading scorers for the Eagles, it is Brady Kennison with 18, and then Antonio Melendez, Tristan Youngblood, and Mark Parmerlou each with 13. Taven Adamson, with 5. Elijah Melendez with 11, and Kellen Schultz with 4. Leading the way tonight for the Mustangs is Fernando Marquez with 22. Wesley Carnes with 16, Braden Fajardo with 11, Frankie Ortega with 6, Miles Lopez with 4, and then Levi McCoy with 1 point. Had 17 turnovers by the Mustangs, 16 for the Eagles. Mustangs with 10 of 15 from the free throw line. And the Thompson Valley Eagles, they had 17 free throws in that second half, and they were about 15 of 17 from the free throw line in that second half. So not a good night for the Mustangs. They go on 77-60. That drops them now to 7-7 and 2-3 in league. The Mustangs will be up next on Tuesday night at Berthoud. Tonight our producer and engineer has been John Beltran. Thanks a lot for the help tonight, John. And the final score tonight from Fort Morgan High School, the Mustangs fall 77-60. You've been listening to Fort Morgan Mustangs basketball on B106 and the Eastern Plains Sports Network.